In fact, it was one, $25.10, $25.10 for the next double on 12 and 3. They're off Melbourne.
Came away in a fair line, although Verdetto wasn't brilliant away, and Merlot and Peg's Gift are dropping back. First out here, Snippet's Girl with Cam's Rogue, and going through now, Cool Rika. Verdetto just behind those when they settle down. Snippet's Girl trying to work across. Snippet's Girl, Cam's Rogue lead from Cool Rika. Vertigo has now gone up fourth from Our Communications. Bon Gisto and then Verdetto, a length Superior Sam. A half to Kiwi Golfer, 2 to Peg's Gift. 3 lengths last of all now is Merlot. At the turn at the 8.50 and the leader Cam's Rogue, a half Snippet's Girl. They're followed further back in the race in the centre by Vertigo. Up on the outside of it, Our Communications. Bon Gisto out deep, 2 lengths further back than Cool Rika. Kiwi Golfer putting in a run, coming into it now, a length further back than Verdetto. Then Superior Sam from Peg's Gift and Merlot. 4.50 out now. Communications raced up and hit the front. Off the fence it led now from Cam's Rogue, Snippet's Girl, and further back on the outside, Bon Gisto. Then Vertigo. Kiwi Golfer about 4 or 5 off them when they come for home, and Verdetto's dropped out to the back and pulled out wide. Merlot. Our Communications in front. Bon Gisto on the outside from Cam's Rogue. Then Kiwi Golfer, and down the outside Merlot from last is flying with Peg's Gift. It's Bon Gisto. Merlot out wide. Merlot going home better with Peg's Gift. They hit it. Maybe Merlot from Peg's Gift. Third's pretty tight. Kiwi Golfer or Bon Gisto. Great finish there. Behind them Cam's Rogue. Then Our Communications, who led on the turn, followed by Vertigo, Verdetto, and further back then Superior Sam. Well back Cool Rika and Snippet's Girl near the tail.
Double to pay $39.60.
And the win in place, number 7, Merlot, $8.50 the win, $2.40 the place. 8 Peg's Gift at $3.60 for third. 1 Kiwi Golfer, $1.80, or 13 Bon Gisto, $7.90.
On the Super Tab there, number 7 Merlot to return $4.70 and $1.40. Number 8 Peg's Gift to pay $1.95. Those for third, 1 Kiwi Golfer, $1, or number 13 Bon Gisto, $3.70.
Beaten number 8 Peg's Gift. And a further photo for third goes to number 1 Kiwi Golfer, so it's 7, 8 and 1. 781 Merlot.
This is the MOET and CHANDON Champagne Stakes, and on the tote, number 2, Mr. Vitality, $2.70 for the win, $1.50 for the place, and has been very solid on track. Number 3, Dane Win, has got out almost a point from his opening quote with bookies. He's 4.10 on the tote and 170. And Blevick very, very solid at 4.90 and 1.80. So they're the top 3 for race number 5 and are the only 3 under double figure odds.
Back to Ian in a moment. Race number 1 on the program at Ascot in Perth, 356 the numbers. Number 3 Count Sikorsky paid $2.50 the win, $90 the place. 5 A Foggy Night, $1. 6 Asian Royale, $1.35. Quinella 620, trifecta 108.70. There were no scratchings. Race 1 Ascot, 356, $2.50, 90, 1 even, $1.35. Quinella 620, trifecta $108.70. Race number 5 Melbourne, Moonee Valley, number 781, 7 Merlot 470 and 140, 8 Peg's Gift 2 even, 1 Kiwi Golfer 1 even, Quinella 29.40, trifecta 481.45, and the next double on 2 and 7 52.60. Treble today in Melbourne 10 2 7 $564.60. Scratchings 4 6 and 11. Race number 5 Moonee Valley 781 470 140 2 even 1 even, Quinella 29.40, trifecta 481.45. Next double 2 and 7 52.60. Treble 10 2 7 $564.60. Let's go back to Ian now at Randwick for the Champagne Stakes.
Bree Connors has Euphoria in the race. He's also got Alouette. He's got Deja Slew and Code. 4 of the 11 runners. Now, Talagar's been positioned.
Race 5 Brisbane, the sub is number 10 Sports Kingdom. Sports Kingdom number 10, the sub for race 5 Eagle Farm.
Kevin Moses. And that'll pave the way for Deja Slew and Mark de Montfort. Race record for the Champagne Stakes held by Vivace, 135.2 when Vivace won it back in 1976, written by Johnny Duggan. Now they're all in. 5th of the day, the MOET and CHANDON Champagne Stakes. Favourite Mr. Vitality is drawn in gate number 4. And they'll be away at any moment. In fact, they're off in the Champagne. The New Zealander just a little slowly into stride Allegro, and the early leader is Alouette, about 3/4 of a length clear on Code. Not much pace on from Mr. Vitality. And the leader pulling and reefing. Going up on the fence is Euphoria. Allegro's picked up good ground from Deja Slew and then Blevick, followed by Chanted. About 2 lengths away next, Talagar inside of Dane Win and Last Warning Siren. Carmody allowing Alouette to have a head and racing onto the first corner. Alouette still a bit ungenerous in the lead, about 1.5 lengths, Mr. Vitality. Third posse is taken by Code. Euphoria on the rails is next. Allegro wide out, followed by Blevick, and then comes Chanted. 1.5 lengths, Talagar, Dane Win, Deja Slew, and Warning Siren brings up the rear. The Champagne Field goes over the 850 crossing, and it's Alouette by 2.5 lengths now on Euphoria ahead of the favourite, Mr. Vitality. 1 length the Code, and then Blevick locked away, followed by Allegro. 1.5 to Chanted. On its inside, Talagar, 2 to Dane Win, pushed along by Cooksley. Deja Slew second last as they pack, and dropping to the rear, Warning Siren. Up to the corner they run, and the leader is Alouette, a bit more than 1 length on Euphoria. Mr. Vitality being pushed along by Die, and then comes on the outside Code, Talagar. Blevick is the widest. Dane Win is next, and it's being desperately ridden now as they come over past the 250, and here Euphoria shot through on the inside to lead, but Blevick and Group Gavin on the outside. Here's Blevick going out after Euphoria. Mr. Vitality between them, starting to get his second wind, but the leader is Euphoria. Blevick on the outside trying to get Euphoria. Talagar flashing home, but Euphoria, a real boil-over in the Champagne. Euphoria has beaten Talagar. Blevick third, fourth, Mr. Vitality, then Warning Siren, Dane Win, Deja Slew, Chanted, Alouette, followed by Allegro, and Code has run last.
Number 10, Euphoria on Super Tab, 32.30, and for the place, $6.70. Good run by the local. 11, Talagar, 1.95, and 1, Blevick, 85.
Euphoria has paid $75.80 and $13.30. 11, Talagar, proving his run here, and was no fluke the other day. He's run second this afternoon at $3.80. And 1, Blevick, looked as though he might blow them all out, about 150 to go. Gavin Eads probably thought to himself, here we go again. But it's just died on its run in the last 50, and it will pay $1.70. Mr. Vitality was being pushed along coming up to the turn. Got his second wind, Mr. Vitality, around about 150 to go, but then it peaked, and he was out of gas about 50 from the line. And Euphoria, one of 4 runners saddled up by Clary Connors, has taken it out and has run 138.3, 138.3, 3.1 outside Vivace's race record. 10, 11 and 1. Euphoria, a Bay filly 2 by Marauding from Joy and Fun, foaled on the 24th of September 1991. And she's raced by the New Haven Park Stud Limited Syndicate and ridden by Gavin Duffy. 11 second, Talagar, a chestnut filly 2, trained by John Morrissey in Canberra, Matthew Carl, and 1, Blevick, a 2-year-old bay colt by Scenic from Blooms, David Hayes, Gavin Eads. Number 2, fourth, Mr. Vitality. Number 8 was 5th, Warning Siren. The margin in favour of the winner was a half a neck, with a half a length between second and third. Half neck, half a length, 138.3, 138.3. The sectional breakdown, the first 800...
25, 115, 205, 105, Quinella 20, 25, Trifecta 145, 55. The next double $115.30 for 7 and 1.
Adrian just down on his haunches at the moment, and now Mr. Prego, whether it might have become caught up. I just saw a front, they've taken him through now. One of the gate attendants was actually sitting on his neck as he came out of the stalls, probably trying to pacify him. And one of the other gatemen is actually sitting on the ground. He might have been jammed up in the stalls when Mr. Prego obviously read. He lunged forward. I could just see the 2 gates part open, and the horse didn't come out. And then the next thing I look, and Adrian Robinson's out the back. He's up on his feet again, Adrian. And Mr. Prego, who's showing it $100 on the New South Wales tote, is now being inspected.
Okay, more on that shortly. Clear these Canberra totes. Race number 4, Canberra, numbers 1, 12 and 8. Number 1, Flying Flight, paid $2.30 and $1.05. Number 12, All Angels, $6.15 and 8, Camp Tree, $2.45. Quinella, $59.10. Trifecta, $522.90. Scratchings, $15, $16, $19. Race 4, Canberra, 1, 12, 8. $2.30, $1.05, $6.15, $2.45. Quinella, $59.10. Trifecta, $522.90.
Mr. Prago is being unsaddled, so put the line through him. Yep, there he is. Number 19 out at about 3:42 Eastern Standard Time.
Sub race 6, Brisbane, is 16, Rumpelstiltskin. Rumpelstiltskin, number 16, the sub for race 6, Brisbane.
And the starter just about set to let them go on the Ballantines Scotch Handicap. They're off. Not a bad break either, and Val Dupree actually shows in front at the end of 100 from Magic Road. Over the top runs to third. Fourth on the rails is Mansell Bay, followed closely by Snatches, and a length the Ruby War. Various got tightened up. Cake and A mustering some speed now, followed by Donette, and then Lady in Need, Village Prospector, Plan Not. A length the Ford Chase, Bordeaux Trap wide from his alley second last, and Take Issue brings up the rear. On the first corner they go, and Larry Cassidy takes the favourite clear over the top, a length and a half clear now. Second Posse on the inside is taken at that stage by Val Dupree, and Ruby War a half-length third. About 3 further back, Mansell Bay and Snatches, and then a gap of a length and a half, Magic Road, Cake and A, Donette, Various, followed by Plan Not, and then Village Prospector. Off the track, Lady in Need from Take Issue for Chase, and Bordeaux's last back about 12 lengths from the leader over the top, who at the 700 shows the way 3/4 Val Dupree. Wider out and another 3/4 back is Ruby War. 2 Mansell Bay inside of Snatches, then Donette and Magic Road. A length and a half, Village Prospector, Various, Cake and A is dropping off, and a gap to Plan Not, Lady in Need. Take Issue from Bordeaux, and 2 lengths to 4 Chases. They round the corner, and the favourite over the top, nearly a length on Val Dupree, a length away third, and sticking to the fence, Mansell Bay. From Snatches, Donette, and 2 lengths to Various, but over the top more than a length. And at the 220, over the top, looking for 4 from 4. He's 2 lengths clear from Snatches, emerging, and so too is Donette, then Mansell Bay. But over the top, he's a pretty good horse. He's in no danger, maintaining his 100% winning ratio. Snatches and Donette for minors in that order, but over the top, a great performance to win it from Snatches and Donette, and then Mansell Bay, Various, Cake and A. Further away, for Chase, Take Issue, and then Val Dupree, Plan Not, Magic Road, Village Prospector, Bordeaux, and Ruby War, and Lady in Need was back at the rear of the field.
7 over the top on Super Tab, 145 and 80. Number 11, Snatches, to pay $1, and a 12, Donette, a place dividend $3.15.
4 from 4, $2.70 and $1.50. $2.70 and $1.50. The second and third, 11. Snatches will be second, written by K. Moses, and it will pay $1.90. It's a photo for minors. You'll find Snatches second, and 12 Donette third, written by T. Bartley, and the total will be $6.90. Just check that for 12. Looks like it's a little indistinct on the inside screen. Yes, $6.90 I'd say it would be. So over the top, first 7, a photo for minors. The winner, a 3-year-old bay gelding by Success Express from Burgundy Dancer. Tommy Smith, a part owner with the Lifestyle Racing Agency Proprietary Limited Syndicate, managed by G.C. Smith. Other owners are A.P. Kelly and G. Cronitis. Gay Waterhouse, the trainer.
At Canberra. Moving up, Melbourne. Let's check totes on the previous in Sydney. Race number 6 on the program at Randwick, 7, 11 and 12. Number 7, the winner, over the top, 145 and 80. Number 11, Snatches, paid $1, and 12, Donette, $3.20. Quinella, $3.55. Trifecta, $135.70. Next double, 10 and 7, $87.40. 2, 6, 18, 19 was scratched. That's 2, 6 and 18, 19. A late scratching at the barrier. Just about set Melbourne. Race number 6 at Randwick, number 7, 11 and 12. 145, 80, 1 even, 320, Quinella 355, Trifecta 135.70. Next double, 10 and 7, 87.40. Correct weight in Perth on the previous. Correct weight Perth, set Melbourne.
Moon Boots to go to the outside here. Other runners are ready. Now our Bandolero not quite set. May have gone into the may have gone into the incorrect stall there. Our Bandolero might have been in the second out.
Perth race 3 on.
Okay, we'll leave them there. Race number 7, Sydney. The sub is number 1, Silk Ali. Silk Ali, number 1, the sub for the second leg of the daily double at Randwick. As we return to Melbourne, Brian Martin for race number 7, second leg of the daily double.
It's on, they're off and running. Oh, Dowling Grey missed it, stood there and missed it about 3 lengths. Dowling Grey last to leave the machine. True on it, jumped out quickly with At the Bar and Ladies Way heading up towards the front. Further out in the track now, going up towards the front is Double Dark when they settle down. Double Dark, Ladies Way from Our Bandolero going around the outside. Moon Boots right behind those from True Honour, and further back Seraphic Sound from Arbonne Rouge Shortcut. Over on the inside then came At the Bar, and further back in the race the Abbott outside. It's sent away from Pella Symphony. Further back in the race then came Yucatan. Dowling Grey going forward and back along the inside as they turn to the back of the track. Swift Talent last of all. Down the
Correct weight, Canberra.
1,000 the leader, Double Dark, a length and a quarter. Our Bandolero, Ladies Way third. They're followed by Moon Boots fourth. They're not going hard from on the outside. They're moving up now At the Bar. Caught deep from Seraphic Sound. Further back Shortcut and Arbonne Rouge on the outside of it from True Honour the rail. Dowling Grey going right around the outside as they come off the 800 metre turn. The first 800, a slow 51 seconds where Seraphic Sound went up on the outside of Double Dark. A length and a half further back then on the outside of those At the Bar. Ladies Way pushing up in the centre from Our Bandolero, Moon Boots, and then pull to the outside Arbonne Rouge. True Honour right behind those from Shortcut, hard ridden from Dowling Grey. Sent away and further back Pella Symphony inside the 400 metre mark. Seraphic Sound in front from Ladies Way and Our Bandolero from Arbonne Rouge from Double Dark, and True Honour just behind those, and further back in the race Shortcut when they turn for home. Ladies Way has gone up on the outside of Seraphic Sound, Our Bandolero. Then further out is Arbonne Rouge from True Honour. They're across the track. Ladies Way just in front from Our Bandolero, and on the outside Arbonne Rouge from centre way. Out wide here Arbonne Rouge getting up to Ladies Way. The inside Arbonne Rouge, Ladies Way to the post. Oh, bob of the head here, Ladies Way, Arbonne Rouge. Close third True Honour, or in the centre Our Bandolero. Then centre way, and behind those Double Dark. Back behind those would have been Swift Talent. They're followed by Seraphic Sound. Then Yucatan, Shortcut, Dowling Grey, and well back in the race then, pulling up pretty quickly. Over on the inside, the Abbott from Moon Boots. Pella Symphony pulling up quickly with Dowling Grey, and near the tail of the race would have been At the Bar. Good finish this.
Here we go, 7 Ladies Way, 590 and 240, 3 Arbonne Rouge, 430 and 190 for third, 2 True Honour, 370, 14 Our Bandolero, 770.
Super tab number 7, Ladies Way, 305, $1.10, with the double to pay upwards of 25. Number 3, Arbonne Rouge, $2.05, 95, around about $21 for the daily double. Those for third, 3 number 2, True Honour to pay $2.35, or number 14, Our Bandolero to return $3.75. Back to Brian.
Nothing in this. Ladies Way and Arbonne Rouge. Judge calling for the photo. Very busy finish. Photo called for here. Ladies Way the inside on Arbonne Rouge.
At the boxes, Newcastle.
Race 7 at Randwick. Sun shining brightly. Favourite upwards from Silk Alley. Gates about to clang back. Movement in the middle. Starter not quite ready. Upwards has been behaving himself very, very well. Might be a problem out and about gate 10. They're off. And that was a nice even break too. And who is going to lead at the end of 100 is Pop's Dream, narrowly from Deuce. A length away, third is Etoile, and over on the fence next is Upwards, followed by Wally's Choice. Behind those, Rockahula, and very wide out next is Lord Windsor, improving his position. After one to Chimes Am, and then Tusk Hunter and a Sawbuck. Well Chilled is pratted out very, very wide, followed by Tullerone, and last of all is Silk Alley as they race onto the first corner at the 1100 metres, and Lord Windsor goes to the lead from Pop's Dream. Third is Wally's Choice, and Deuce running fourth, followed closely by Well Chilled taking off, and then comes Etoile. Behind those is Rockahula, a length though upwards, who's racing on the inside of Chimes Am, and then comes Tusk Hunter. After one to Tullerone, Sawbuck, and Silk Alley brings up the rear to the 800, and the leader narrowly is Lord Windsor, about a half length on Well Chilled, and then comes Pop's Dream, followed by Wally's Choice. At the head of the others, Deuce, and out off the track next is Etoile, a little over a length away to upwards upwards, awkwardly positioned inside of Rockahula. Chimes Am is wide, then Tusk Hunter. Silk Alley on the inside, and Sawbuck is second last, and Tullaroan is last. Around the corner, Pop's Dream again takes up the running, about 3/4 of a length on Well Chilled. Lord Windsor's dropped off, upwards on the inside, followed by Deuce, and then Zatoile, and Chimes Am is coming right down the outside. Pop's Dream in front, but here's Chimes Am. Upwards is on the inside, plugging home, and then Zatoile. Pop's Dream still in front. Chimes Am on the extreme outside, and then upwards. They can't catch Pop's Dream at the moment. Jamie Whitney getting everything out of Pop's Dream, and Pop's Dream will win the money from Chimes Am and upwards. Then Tusk Hunter, followed by Rockahula, Zatoile, Well Chilled, Wally's Choice, Tullaroan, Deuce. Then Silk Alley, Never a Hope. Further back, Lord Windsor, and Sawbuck was last.
Double 25.60.
11, the winner, Pop's Dream, ridden by Jay Whitney.
On the Super Tab to return for the win $5.20, the place $1.40. Number 3, Chimes Am to return $1.45 and 2 upwards $80.
$40. And a number 2 upwards, only plugged home K. Moses at $1.80. They will be the numbers in just a moment. After race 7, Randwick, King Delamere is the sire of this 5-year-old bay mare, Pop's Dream, who's out of a mare called Adrift. It's trained by Gay Waterhouse for GE, ME and MG Chloros, and that's a training double to Gay, with Over the Top, of course, taking out race number 6. 11, Pop's Dream, having a first run since running third in the Princess at Hawkesbury behind Fitting. The runner-up, Chimes Am, a 6-year-old brown horse, Chimes Square, Miss Amazon, Cobber Elliot Kembler, L. Beasley, and 2 upwards of Bay Gelding, 5 Clear Choice Aspirations, John Hawkes, Kevin Moses. 11, 3 and 2 are now Semaphore. The 4th went to 4, Tusk Hunter. He ran home quite well, and number 9 was 5th, and that was Rockahula. It's 11.